Alright guys, got another fix here on a Skyjack 1056 telehandler. It was at a job site for a year. Driver goes, picks it up, does an inspection, and sees this. Okay, so and if you notice, here's the keeper, right? So it keeps that pin from twisting and doing all kinds of stuff in there. But it broke off, and not only did it break off, somehow it worked its way in. So the bore's kind of scored up there, and this does have a bushing of some sorts. Not really bushing, it's like a heim joint, I guess you might call it. It's got like a ball in there and it kind of pivots, so you can see that the swivel in there. So and of course there's a little pressure on that, and you can see that ear is bent like that. Skyjack does not make these weldments right here. I guess not that they don't make them. Oh boy, that sorry, had a little squirrel moment. I'll show you guys here in a second. I just saw it. But Skyjack does not make this weldment. I guess what you call it, this ear, this weld-on piece, because it'd be cool just to be able to pull that pin out, take and gouge this out, put the new one in there, line the bores up, do what we need to do, weld it on, but I can't do that. So we got to try and fix it. How are we going to fix it? I don't know. Let's just start by getting this boom off, trying to get these pins loose, trying to get that dude back so we can get it out, get this one out. Apparently you can balance these booms out, so if you telescope it out, you know, you can get it to pivot off of those front rams there, and it will take pressure off the back. And obviously this ram balances the fluid, so as you lift the boom up and down, this it makes the fork angle move with this angle. So so that's what this is. So we'll have to undo this one. Either I'm saying remove this whole boom, but I'm gonna get some help from the company here, so that's mighty fine of them. So what I just saw, I don't know if you can see it, it's what I was worried about. It's a little crack. I don't know if that's grease, but nope, that is the paint cracked. Okay, so I'll clean all that off. So that's what I'm afraid of, guys, is cracks. So metal stresses, metal cracks. So I've got, as soon as I can get this off here, get it all cleaned up, we'll get it power washed. I've got some dye penetrant. We'll dye pin it. We'll see if there's any cracks. If there's cracks, we're gonna have to stop and reevaluate. So cracks are not gonna work. So I just want to get this short video out. I'm gonna try to get it downloaded, and then so at least have something and got some content for you guys. So all right, talk to you in a bit. See ya. All right, guys, I don't know if you remember that forklift that had that pin that was out of place in that bent ear, but here it is. We've got the boom lifted up. It's not only lifted up, it's chained and it's blocked. It's best we can get it, so I can't do much recording here, but what I'm going to do now, I'm in the position I can arc gouge all this the whole way around. Here's the new weldment. So they gave it to me oversized, so I'll have to come in here as soon as I get the other one off. I'll put it on here, trace out where this needs to be, get this all prepped up and ready to go, and then I'll pick back up, and once it's all lined up, and we'll go from there. All right guys, this is tomorrow, so now it's today. I got that other piece cut off. I thought it was just a plate, but it's actually, it's notched in there. So that weldment is actually notched in there. Got it all cleaned up. So like I said, I can't take too much of a video. So had this pin, this bar that is the same diameter as a pin. So I'm just running it all the way through, back over to here. I'll brace this up, get it welded, still braced up here so it doesn't pull or draw or anything like that. I'll get it tacked together, and then we'll get it welded up. But did this just to make sure all the boards are lined up. So we'll see how it is after it's done. Hopefully I can get that bar out of there, and if I can, we can put it back in. I don't think we're gonna need to line bore it. Let me know what you guys think. All right guys, let me catch up to speed real quick. So got everything together, got this in, got it lined up like we talked about. I put a piece of plate here to stiffen it, and I put one here to stiffen it as well. Got it moved around so you can see I'm doing this last. Not vertical, I'm doing it last. It's all tied in right here, but it comes up and it's got that joint here. So instead of doing it all one, I'm gonna finish it up here and whatnot. I don't know if that's proper, but it's proper for me right now. So I'm doing this last. I've got all of my fill passes here. Now you can see I've been using my needle scaler. You see how the needle scaler kind of peens it and puts those dimples in there. When I was doing all my fill passes, I'm filling all these in, right, these craters. The slag and everything gets trapped in there, so I make sure and use my needle scaler to get it all out, but it doesn't make it pretty at all. You can see it looks just like cast iron, right? All the divots and everything. Well, I'm gonna come back with a 3-pass cap. I'm gonna put one here, one in the middle, and one at the top. So it's flared out like this, right? On this factory one. So it's gonna be out to here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm no longer gonna use my needle scaler on that because I don't have all the imperfections in the weld right now to trap slag. I'm gonna use my wire wheel. Ooh, that is warm. So I finished this side, ended up here. I'm gonna tie in right here at the tops, just because that's, I mean, I'm welding uphill this way and from the back side, and I'm tying in back there. So when it's done, it'll look something like this. So my 3 passes, my bottom, my middle, and my top, all the way around. You know, could have done a little better right there, but there's my final one there, all the way up, right? Pretty decent. You know, it's not the best, but looks pretty good. Can't get my wire wheel back in there, but it looks pretty good. So let me get finishing with this, do that other side, and then I'll turn the camera back on. All right guys, thanks. All right guys, we're caught up here. Let me see if I can get some light on this, but there it is. Tried to get everything tied in up here, and then tied in up over the other side. See, what's that? That's what it looks like. All done, guys. Well, let me get it cleaned up. It's just wire brush down the other side. We get it wire brushed, knock that pin out, and then put it back together. All right guys, I had to clean up the inside of the bore a little bit with just a little, I don't know where it went. This little guy, a little flapper wheel, right? And look at this. Look at that. Not even any slop in that thing. So guess what? No line boring. because this doesn't move anyways. It's got a keeper that goes to here, and it just has that ball joint up there, a spherical joint, I guess, or whatever, that goes here. So this is perfectly lined up with that. All right, well, I'm gonna put this dude back together, but that's it. We'll get you a video out shortly. That's good.